हसरत है हमारी बाबा, कर दो वो पूरी आके। मिल जाओ प्यारे बाबा हम बच्चों से आके। मिल जाओ प्यारे बाबा हम बच्चों से आके।
आप सबका लक्ष्य क्या है? कर्मातीत बनना है कि नहीं? थोड़ा थोड़ा कर्म बन रहा तो कोई अर्थ नहीं। हाँ? रहना चाहिए, नहीं रहना चाहिए। कर्मातीत बनना है। भाव से त्याग की निशानी है कर्मातीत बनना। तो ये करावना हारोगे। कर्म करो, कराओ। कर्म इंद्रियां आपसे नहीं करावे, लेकिन आप कर्म इंद्रियों से करो। बिल्कुल अपने को न्यारा समझ कर्म कराना। ये कॉन्शियसनेस मर्ज रूप में कभी करावनहार के बजाय कर्म इंद्रियों के अर्थात मन के, बुद्धि के, संस्कार के वश हो जाए। कारण करावनहार आत्मा वाले को विशेष आत्मा, मास्टर, सर्वशक्तिमान आत्मा ये समझती मालिकपन की समर्थी दिलाती। नहीं तो कभी मन आपको चलाता और कब आप मन को चलाते। इसीलिए सदा नेक्स्ट मन मना भाव की स्थिति नहीं रहती। मैं अलग हूँ बिल्कुल, और सब अलग नहीं, लेकिन मालिक बाबू को याद करने से मैं बालक हूँ और मैं आत्मा कराने वाली हूँ। तो मालिक
बड़ी मन भावनी मुरली प्रेम से प्राणों को सींचे। रसीली तान की ये डोर आपकी ओर ही खींचे, आपकी ओर ही खींचे। रूहानी स्नेह का जादू आपकी मीठी बातों में। रूहानी स्नेह का जादू आपकी मीठी बातों में।
Om Shanti. Give blessings and receive blessings. Forgive them No matter how many defects a soul has, even if they are an impure soul without knowledge, or a soul of the Brahmin family who is not making any effort, first of all, forgive them. Just as the unlimited Father doesn't keep in his heart the children's defects or weaknesses, but instead first forgives them. Just as the worship-worthy deities forgive the devotees, similarly, you too are world benefactors, master creator souls, worthy of worship souls, the same as the Father. You too must not keep anyone's defects or weaknesses in your heart, but must forgive them. After that, in order to benefit such souls, constantly keep the original virtue and form of every soul in front of you and praise that soul. That is, remind that soul of their greatness. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. Welcome to Avikti Parivar. Today's day 7. Give blessings and receive blessings. Today's topic, forgive them. Now we will listen to Mohini Didi.
Om Shanti, everyone. Everyone is okay. How many of us realize that it is the forgiveness towards each other is helping us to move forward? More, I think, first I kept thinking why Baba is giving so much importance to forgiveness. Then I realized that for each one of us, Baba keeps forgiving us at every step. Not only that, but he looks at our stage of perfection, not any defects or any weaknesses. And if I adopt the attitude like Baba, it will be really so good, right? That as Baba forgives us, each one of us, we also have to forgive everyone. Because so in forgiveness, there are two steps. One is not to look at the mistakes or the weaknesses of any soul. And second is to look at that soul's stage of perfection, original stage, eternal stage, so that inspires the soul that I have to become that, and also have beautiful experience of feeling one's own stage of perfection. It's so nice, right? So we have to do that. No matter how many defects a soul has, even if they are an impure soul, should, Baba says, without knowledge, and in the Brahmin family, some do not make good efforts. So first of all, forgive them. Just as unlimited Father doesn't keep in his heart the children's defects or weaknesses, but instead first forgive them, just as the worship-worthy souls forgive the devotees. Similarly, you in the world, you are also world benefactors. So no matter what happens, you worthy of worship souls, same as the Father, you too must not keep anyone's defect or weaknesses in your heart, but first must forgive them, and that in order to benefit, Baba said, benefit such souls, constantly keep the original stage and in the form of every soul, the virtues of every soul in front of you. And praise that soul. That is, always look at that soul, the greatness of that soul. So as I mentioned, 2 steps. One is to forgive the weaknesses. Don't keep defects in the heart. You know, it does go very subtly. This one doesn't do that. That one is not appropriate. That one is not correct. So forgive all that, but also then create very pure feelings as Baba has for each one of us. Baba is saying you all are worship-worthy souls. So your qualities should be like Baba. It's not only forgive, but always keep the greatness. Sing the praise of that soul. Bring in your awareness the perfection of that soul. I think that will definitely help the soul to progress. As we also feel help from Baba, right? We know that he forgets. That's why we are getting power and we could move forward. So today I'm feeling much clear about the importance of the virtue of forgiveness. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti Didi. Good morning. Good evening,
morning.
everyone.
1 second. Shrimper, 1 minute. So, Avikti Parivar family, we have silence retreat coming up, and we will have some announcements about that. So, please make sure after our chit chat session, Sister Judy will be with us and she'll be sharing about the silence retreat information. Go ahead.
Om Shanti, everyone. Good evening. I'm liking what Mohini Didi is sharing, this aspect of why should we forgive? Is if we want Baba's forgiveness, or if we want to experience Baba's forgiveness, then some kind of energy has to be released. And so if we forgive, then we will experience Baba's forgiveness. And also these 3 steps she was sharing, the 2 steps that was shared in the thing is that don't look at defects, don't look at weaknesses. And the second step is to really praise them, see their highest self, like see them in their highest self. And the third one that Didi added was very good, where she was talking about to really feel your highest self in the whole process of forgiveness, not only to look at someone else, but to feel your own highest self. To feel this very high elevated vibrations with Baba. And so that was very nice. I was thinking about forgiveness, actually, just now when Didi was saying, is that if we don't forgive, we are holding so much negativity in ourselves. And really, there is nothing to forgive because it is drama and they played their part perfectly. And if you remember drama, then there's nothing to forgive. Like they were just playing a part, right? I remember when I was in high school, when I was in school, sometime in school, I was in a play. And in the play, one of my best friends was supposed to beat me up. And so in the play itself, she beat me up. And then after the play is over, we, walked hand in hand to the Om Shanti Didi. How are you
Om Shanti.
feeling?
It's little bit still congested. Getting better. It's all right. You continue.
I was just sharing that in a school play, one time in a school play, me and my friend were, and she was supposed to beat me up in the school play. And but after the play was over, we didn't say, oh, why did she beat me up? Let me forgive her. I understood that it was a play and then it was over. And so I was thinking about forgiveness also, that once we understand it's drama and it's their part, and beyond the part, we are pure, peaceful souls and Baba loves all of us, and then it's over. There's nothing to forgive.
No, forgiveness is, as that devotee said, for your own self, because
Right.
you are noticing the defect, you are noticing the shortcomings. So, which I shouldn't, right? I should
Right,
see
right,
part of that soul. That soul had to play part. Whatever part she played is fine, right?
right.
So, but also, we do notice we are not detached observer, but also keeping always in the thoughts the stage of perfection of that soul. I think that will help me and also help others. I
Right.
always say one is expectation and other is to have a vision for other soul.
Mm-hmm.
So expectations can create kind of thoughts in us which are not necessarily very high. But the vision towards someone should always be elevated, that
Mm-hmm.
could happen.
Right, right.
Mhm.
But even yesterday when Vadiben was talking about this, the sanskara of looking at defects, that's a very deep sanskara. And if I'm looking at defects, then that is something I have to address, no, Didi? Like if I think at some point I have to
Mm.
forgive someone, then I have to look at why am I looking at this defect?
Mm.
Like, would Dadi Kumarka ever say, oh, I need to forgive someone? She would never
Mhm.
even look at their defects.
One is to look at something, other is notice it and take it to the heart, because you might notice that this is not correct. It could have been better, but you don't later on just keep in the mind and keep pointing out that and start talking to that soul with that attitude. It suddenly goes in, then it's expressed. Another soul knows that from where you're talking, from your comments are coming, which could be disheartening and
Right,
don't sound very pleasant. Right?
right, right. One of the things from today's Sakar Murli that Baba was saying that, it's so important, be cautious about the study, study very well. So in today's, Baba spoke that 60 years ago, and it's applicable to us now. What is the caution we have to implement now for the study?
Because, of course, one is not to miss study and study properly, the points which you have understood. If you need more explanation or do we need to churn it on more? Like I had been feeling about this forgiveness that I want to really churn. Like I'm getting there. I feel that now I understand much better. So study really means if you have to apply it, how will you apply on yourself, on others? When it becomes clear, then knowledge is virtue, right? Knowledge is power. Otherwise, knowledge is just information unless I
Right.
change it to virtues and the powers. So as soon as I see it as a virtue, then I inculcate knowledge, inculcate that virtue. So it's like every day is getting better and better.
Mm, right. Right.
So study in a way that you feel your understanding is getting better.
mm.
Okay.
One of the things Baba was saying that, the final paper today, he was saying the final paper is to put a full stop. What aspect of knowledge helps you put a full stop?
Everyone's part in drama. So why I'm thinking, right?
Hmm.
And then also have this definitely helps about part in drama. I can't change, they cannot change. So you have to observe, right?
Right.
As the part in the drama, that helps. And then also once it is over, that part, then why I still have so much thoughts about that part. They played the part, but why I am thinking about that part, you know. So
Mhm.
that we could pay attention to.
Right. Right. So sometimes like the part, right? You feel it has harmed, like you have taken hurt or something, like it's harmed you in some way. How would you put a full stop to that? Forgiveness.
Yeah, but yeah, it's understanding that why I am taking sorrow, why I cannot put full stop. So that means my dharna is not there, right? So I am looking at what other one is doing, but I am not looking at my responses or the reaction of that scene in the drama, right? So if I see how do I respond, what best way I respond to someone, then it will get better and better, right? How
Right.
other
Right.
one is doing is one thing. How am I doing is completely different.
Mm. A few days ago in the blessing, Baba was saying the correct spectacles of progress is just you and Baba, and how you and Baba is. So when you're
Mm.
sharing, that's what I'm remembering. It's just you and Baba, like don't look at
Mhm.
anyone else, don't think about anyone else. Yeah.
Yeah,
Um,
we should practice that. Yeah.
right, right. From Sunday's Murli, there was so deep, so many points were so deep. What did you take from the Murli?
These days, the way Baba explains us, every quality, it's very unique. Like even this, even this forgiveness, the way he's explaining, little by little, we are able to understand. Same was Sunday morning, the point he was making, whether it's forgiveness or merciful. And I think that we have to really understand. One point could be, how do I take that virtue from God? What benefit I am taking from Baba being purified, or Baba when who removes the sorrows? Am I just taking it God and other souls, or I
Mm,
take it God and me? So when you really put that perspective, it's clear to you and clear to others. Like anything, you have Brahma Bhujan or a program. then how things go with you, between you and Baba, are your experiences, right? And observe whatever others are receiving from Baba. Sometimes we forget it, right? That I have to watch that drama between Baba and me. Then it's very, very clear.
Why do we forget? Because we are focused on other people more?
It's the habit, it's our habit. Because our eyes are outside, so we are extrovert. So we always look at others. If we are
Right.
introverted, then we might just look at our own self.
Mhm. Thank you so much, Didi. Thank you so much.
Okay.
I also liked Sunday about Baba being the merciful and to have real mercy, not Maya mercy.
Okay, Shri.
Okay,
Thank you.
Shanti. I hope you feel better soon. Shanti.
I'm sure I will get better little by little. It might take little time, but it's good I can still speak.
Yes, we are very happy you came.
Okay,
Okay,
Shanti.
Shanti.
Om Shanti. Om Shanti Didi. Om Shanti Avyakti Parvar. Thank you for making a little space for us to share on the global online silence retreat. And I was thinking as I was listening to the interview, listening to Didi share, it really, really touched my heart. Because one of the things I've been feeling with every series is how much every series the heart changes a little bit more. How many have been feeling that their heart changes a little bit more every series, every month? This theme of giving and receiving blessings, that it's just cleaning, it's making the heart so beautiful, less and less waste, and more space to be with Baba. And I was really feeling that with Didi now, that was such an expression of love. The body a little bit funny, and yet still she's here with us sharing. I was really feeling a lot of appreciation. So more and more time, more and more space to be with Baba in his love, which is really our function at this time in the Confluence Age. And that's the theme of the silence retreats, the global online silence retreats, is a time to come together collectively and support each other, create a global atmosphere online for each of us to feel a little bit more deeply that relationship with Baba. So there is one coming up this month at the end of November, November 24th and 25th. And the theme is Embraced in the Silence of Divine Love. And with each of these online silence retreats, we have the opportunity through the facilities of science that Baba praised to actually go and visit Baba's retreat centers. And it's really touching this month because we're visiting 2 retreat centers that we're in that are still, but we're under Didi Nirmala's coordination. So that's the Asian Retreat Center in Malaysia and Tagaytay Retreat Center in the Philippines. I've never had the chance to visit these yet, so I'm really looking forward to that opportunity. And so we get to see the retreat spaces, experience being in Baba's love there, but also meet the Nawasis at the retreat spaces. So we get to be a little bit closer to the family around the world. So we have a small promotional video. I think it's available to show. The Avyakti Parva retreat team is pretty amazing. It is. Here we go. So let's travel for just a couple of minutes to those beautiful spaces. Om Shanti. So that was a quick trip in the Viman of divine love. So if you'd like to enjoy more, please join us November 24th, 25th. I think the information will come out today by email you should receive, so you know how to join. But also, if you want to take a photo of the screen now, there's a QR code that shows you how to register. So thank you again for this opportunity to share, and I really look forward to being with you there. Om Shanti.
ज्योति बिंदु परमात्मा से है मेरी आत्मा, अब चल कर ले मिलन। परमानंद का अनुभव कर, ओ परमानंद का अनुभव कर, तू धन्य बना जीवन। ज्योति बिंदु परमात्मा से है मेरी आत्मा, अब चल कर ले मिलन। अब चल कर ले मिलन, अब चल कर ले मिलन।
Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Shanti.
Om Shanti Avekti Parivar. So tomorrow is Wednesday, Amrit Vela, 3:30 a.m. to 4:45 a.m. Then we'll have double foreigners Madhavan online program from 8:30 to 9:30 a.m. It will be Say Goodbye to Unhappiness. This is the class by Sister Rashni and Sister Bhavna. So that's the Madhavan online program for tomorrow. And then evening, we have 5 to 5:30 Avekti Children Murli class from 6 p.m. onwards, but he starts to followed by Hindi series, English series, Avekti Journey, Chit Chat, and Murli revision. Welcome to Avekti Journey, Avek Murlis from 1969, multi-million fold, fortune and blessings.
Avyakt Murli, 3rd of February 1972. By knowing the self, understand discipline and time. It is said of the Father that those who know him as he is and what he is can attain all attainments. In the same way, do you know yourself as you are and what you are? Do you know and accept yourself in this way and conduct yourself accordingly throughout the whole day? Just as it is necessary to know the Father in all his forms and in all relationships, it is also necessary to know the Self in the same way through the Father. To know means to accept. What will your stage become if you continue to move along accepting yourself as you are? You will become bodiless whilst in the body, avyakt whilst in the vyakt form, an angel whilst walking and moving around, and karmatit whilst performing karma. When you very clearly know and accept yourselves, then such souls can never fluctuate in following the disciplines. To know the disciplines means to follow the disciplines. The disciplines automatically remain with those who accept and follow all the disciplines. They do not have to think whether something is a discipline or not. For those who stabilize themselves in the stage of the self, whatever actions they perform, whatever words they speak, and whatever thoughts they think become a discipline. You saw that whatever the Sakar form performed while remaining in self-awareness, they became the disciplines of the Brahmin family. How were those disciplines created? Whatever happened through Brahma Baba became the disciplines for the Brahmin family. By staying in the awareness of the self, all actions become a discipline, and recognition of the time constantly remains very clear in front of them. Senior officers know the whole plan, and they keep it in front of them while conducting their activities. In the same way, pilots and ship captains have their own plans through which they can know the path clearly. Similarly, those who know themselves automatically follow the disciplines and recognize the time very clearly. Throughout the day, they are aware of what they are as they are. It is remembered, whatever actions I perform, others who see me will do the same. So whatever actions are performed by those who know themselves, those actions will become disciplines. Everyone who sees them will follow them. You should have such a stage. To be continued. Om Shanti.
Give blessings and receive blessings. Forgive them. No matter how many defects a soul has, even if they are an impure soul, without knowledge, or a soul of the Brahmin family who is not making any effort, first of all, forgive them. Just as the unlimited Father doesn't keep in his heart the children's defects or weaknesses, but instead first forgives them. Just as the worship-worthy deities forgive the devotees, similarly, you too are world benefactors, master creator souls, worthy of worship souls, the same as the Father. You too must not keep anyone's defects or weaknesses in your heart, but must first forgive them. After that, in order to benefit such souls, constantly keep the original virtue and form of every soul in front of you and praise that soul. That is, remind that soul of their greatness.
दुआएं दो और दुआएं लो, क्षमा करो। कोई कैसी भी अवगुणधारी आत्मा हो, अज्ञानी पतित आत्मा हो, ब्राह्मण परिवार की पुरुषार्थहीन आत्मा हो, पहले उसे क्षमा करो। जैसे बेहद का बाप बच्चों की बुराई व कमजोरी को दिल में न समाए क्षमा करते हैं, पूज्य देवता भक्तों पर क्षमा करते हैं। ऐसे आप भी विश्व कल्याणकारी मास्टर रचता बाप के समान पूज्य आत्मा हो। आप भी किसी की बुराई व कमजोरी दिल पर न रख, पहले क्षमा करो। उसके बाद ऐसी आत्मा के कल्याण प्रति उसके वास्तविक स्वरूप और गुण को सामने रखते हुए महिमा करो, अर्थात उस आत्मा को अपनी महानता की स्मृति दिलाओ। तब उसके दिल से आपके प्रति दुआएं निकलेंगी। ओम शांति।